We're back week 17. See if we're in the playoff picture now. We are still not in the playoff picture. So the Bucks, the Eagles, the Bears, and 49ers. So we need to look at the Vikings, Seahawks, and Cowboys. Vikings, Seahawks, Cowboys. I hit the wrong one. Vikings, Cowboys, and Seahawks. They're all 9-6. As well as the Bears. We already seen them. 49ers. Yeah. So Vikings, Seahawks. Yeah. So we need somebody to lose. Vikings, Seahawks, and Cowboys. Vikings, Seahawks, Cowboys. Who do we play this week? The Bills. Ugh, that's tough. That be a tough one. Let's go scout some more. Find some people that make some changes. Alright. Scout weekly strategy. We gotta contain the scramble. And blitz counter. Great players. Marlon with another one. Nice. Up to a 70. Kobe Gossett. I don't understand this morale. How are we negative in morale whenever we do nothing? We haven't done nothing but one lately. Let's go back to Mike Davis for a game. Michael Walker. I think that would be it. Go ahead and see what we can do against the Buffaloes. Right tackle. We got to sign a right tackle. What can we do? We can throw. We could just let Steven Means go. Hate to, but we got to. We need a right tackle. I don't really want to sign somebody that much. He's 1.2 mil. That thing's is 170K. Okay. That will work. That will work.
It's a Week 17 intra-conference showdown. Two teams facing off for just the 13th time. Can the Falcons make it 5 of the last 6 against the Bills? Find out only on EA Sports.
From the home of the Bills since way back in 1973, there's a look at Bills Stadium, just outside of Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match. is fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
We both know it's a league where they seemingly throw the ball in just about every play. But watching him perform last week where he threw 3 touchdown passes still caught my eye in a big way.
Still kind of the gold standard, 3 touchdown passes, isn't it? And for his efforts last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I can't wait to see what he does this week.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. Just the first quarter of tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
long night.
From the 35 on second down, Allen hit.
Let's
he lost
go.
the football.
Let's go
And
defense.
the Falcons grab it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Did he match his
Atlanta takes the field. Their offensive
one
leader,
touchdown
of
away
course,
from
Matt
matching his
Ryan, the
interception?
former Boston College Eagle.
I always enjoy reflecting on Matt Ryan's career at this stage because when he came out of the draft, he was the number 3 pick overall. There were plenty of doubters out there about whether he should have gone in that slot. I don't think you can find any of those doubters now.
Go Kyle
the top
Pitts.
quarterbacks in the NFL.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now it's Ryan.
Another one, Kyle
Got this
Pitts.
complete to the tight end Pitts. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Ryan.
Touchdown.
Quick throw here, that's complete.
Got Russell Gage coming back off of injury. Let's fucking go.
Russell Gage, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Grab some drink, I'll be right back.
See if they can pick those things back up. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills?
Oh,
Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Koo for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dang, who scored it? I missed it. Daggone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And
Oh, for Saudi Aloki?
and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
We own them. 44, Mike, 44.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. So, Charles, here we are, Week 17. Both of these teams. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen.
Good D.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've
wow.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a
play.
6 and a Bills touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin with a run by Davis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made there by Jordan Poyer. Here's Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Davis, he'll try to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about them picking up that one? That was big for them.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Ryan going to give this to Davis.
Stiff arm.
And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. A first down carry for Davis. There he goes inside.
Let's go, Mike Davis.
Touchdown, Falcons. Mike Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Wow, he broke the sack.
He'll let this thing go for Sanders.
Good D.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Ryan.
Oh.
He's got Hurst, his tight end.
Dang, he's got to keep those in bounds.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Wait, he got it? Okay. I thought he was short.
Now Ryan on 1st down.
And that is incomplete.
Olivier
the
Vernon.
coverage a little too good
Injury.
there. And it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold,
He goes deep.
I want snow.
Oh, he's got him burnt.
You should
Let's
see
go.
it.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know the receivers love to say, if we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Here's Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. On 1st down, Ryan. Airing it out, looking for Ridley.
Another one. Let's go.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. Out comes Calvin Ridley and the offense for their next drive. We're in the second quarter. He already has 2 touchdowns. We know how good he is. That's well documented. How do you contain him?
We know he's a nightmare. So in this situation, I would go ahead and double him, maybe even have a 3rd person in the area, and try and dissuade them from throwing him the football. Make someone else beat me for a while, because I don't know that their talents are his. Because when he gets his hands on the ball, he breaks down my entire D. Someone else, they may not make the same type of a play.
Well, we know his talents are very good. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Wow.
12 yards is the pickup, good for a 1st down for the Falcons. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it, but a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Davis. It's a 1st down and more for Davis. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 93 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. This is Davis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now it's Ryan. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And this one is right through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So everything else has gone right in this first half. Kind of follows that it would for their kicker, too, as he adds 3 more onto the lead.
Yeah, and the way that this one's gone, definitely not looking like he's going to have to worry too much about pressure kicks late in the game. He can go out there free and easy, just work on his form, and he knocked that one through.
Get ready. Get ready.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. They've got to find a way to get him more involved in this game plan. Down here in the second quarter, he doesn't even have a catch.
And don't think they're not hearing about it in the huddle and on the sidelines. And we often think of wide receivers at times being disruptive. It's just that they know their talents and they know the type of plays they can make, and they can make big ones. They want the ball to help their team.
Yeah, you got to think he's going to want the ball more. 1 target, no catches. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. 7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. That's going to be caught by Pitts.
Let's go.
Touchdown.
Let's go. I think we're going to put some backups in at halftime.
Pass of the ball game, and the Falcons add on.
That score that they just gave up there,
They're
that's
beating the
a tough one
dog
for
shit
the
out
defense
of
to
these
swallow
Bills.
because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Here comes Marquez Stevenson now.
But we're going to sub some backups in that way. Some of my starters don't get injured before playoffs. If we make it, we still have a chance.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Now that certainly solidifies how to attack this 2-minute drill right before the half. I don't think they were going to try and run out the clock, but now after that big play, their thoughts are certainly of trying to score and get some points before the half.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue.
Let's go.
He lost the football.
That's a
And
touchdown.
The Falcons grab it.
John Kaminsky,
The big
MVP.
fella, the 20. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they want to do. Just 20 seconds remaining here before the half. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. So and okay.
All right, we're going to
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway.
I'm going to put backups
Now it's
in.
Patterson.
We're up 45 points at halftime.
And
Yeah.
he'll be stopped up at the 25.
All right, depth chart. Let's go. Put Felipe in. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Then we'll go. All right, we'll do that. I just don't want no starters. If we have a chance to go to the playoffs, I want to make sure we have a healthy team, especially if we're playing like this.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Garland.
First carry all
He'll be
season.
dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On the ground, it's Gallman again.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Franks. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's J.K. Scott now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Right back to Moss. Stiff-armed him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go!
Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Play action. Now it's Allen. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Open man is Marquez Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Dante Fowler. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Allen under pressure, and they got to him again. Marlon Davidson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now.
as he's on to punt for Buffalo. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On 1st and 10, Franks.
Complete. Smith has it.
7 yards the pickup there.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus.
Oh, my Lord.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
This is Gallman, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Franks now.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Franks.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A.J. Epinesa
drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 22, Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. To the air, Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. Again, they'll throw it Allen, and he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. From just shy of midfield, Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 15-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man. That's Sweeney. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Yo, I see you, Magic. I see you. I see you. Another sack.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
We got this.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll run again here with Gallman. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They should have just a running clock. This game is all but over.
Start on the ground with Moss. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Allen. And this is going to be in.
All right, I got to go in and take them off pass rush. Because that's all we're doing is fucking pass rushing.
Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Now they'll try the jet sweep here. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Now Gallman. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Complete to Zacchaeus. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards, first down in the end.
Let's go, baby.
All right, that's game.
So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Gallman will run it. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Here's Gallman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points.
All right, Matt Ryan,
continually
11-15.
feel like they're moving the
Lupe
ball
Franks.
and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle
Russian,
this and carry
Mike
it
Davis
with
at
them.
96
As an
yards.
offensive coordinator,
I could have kept
you
him and
still
I tried to
think
give him
you can do
100, I
anything
guess.
wrong.
But
Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called
health
being
is
in the
better than
zone.
yards at this point.
So
Really?
for Atlanta,
Shit.
they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7.
3-3. 1-1. The only thing we didn't do is not have any turnovers. Kyle Pitts with another upgrade. Why is our morale so down? I don't under. We got a winning record. All right, let me see what it says. Why? Why is wonder it won't tell me why the morale's down? Looking like a motherfucker right there. Alright, so that puts returning from injury. Alright, so that's gonna be the end of week 17. We'll be back for week 18.